Hi, I'm Kristen. Today I'm talking about a t-shirt tote bag. So if you watched the channel before and you saw my vlog from a few weeks ago, my friend Emma from Dream It Quilt It, she makes quilt patterns, but she's also tried her hand at a tote bag made from an upcycled t-shirt. So this is not like if you've ever seen people make bags out of t-shirts and they're like flimsy and they're like for maybe produce in the grocery store or like for a kid to wear as a like handbag, but it can't actually carry very much. This is like a sturdy, proper bag you can actually hold things in. So proper tote bag. So Emma knew that I wanted to do a t-shirt quilt sometime in the distant future when I felt more confident about it, because t-shirts, if you've ever made a t-shirt quilt yourself or you've thought about it, you're kind of doing it because the t-shirt's sentimental. So there's a kind of a fear factor that you're going to mess it up and wreck the t-shirt and stuff like that. So obviously I could have done a whole practice quilt, but anyway, Emma had this pattern, so she suggested that I try it. So I did, and I really liked it. So I'm going to show you that. So basically it allows you to kind of try working with the kind of stabilizers and the fusible and stuff that you need to make the t-shirt stable and easier to work with, but without having to attack a whole quilt. So she let me try the pattern and then I was supposed to report back to her. So I've done that now. So I'll show you the t-shirts that I started with, and then I'll show you the bags, and then we'll show them to Emma and see what she thinks. Okay, so I'm going to start on the t-shirt bag. I've picked out a t-shirt. This is one I wore back maybe in university. It's it's a Pride and Prejudice quote. If you know, you know, right? Anyway, so I've got my t-shirt, I've got my pattern, so I'm gonna get started. So the scariest bit about starting the t-shirt bag was cutting up the first t-shirt, but I started low pressure because this t-shirt was never going to fit me again. No matter how many weight loss quilts I do. Never going to fit this t-shirt again. So it was the easiest one to start with the whole cutting up thing. The pattern says to use something durable for the bag bottom. So I'm going for a pair of jeans from my huge stash. So it was all pretty quick, and I had fun picking, coordinating fabrics and lining and stuff. The thing that took the longest was putting the interfacing and the fusible fleece, obviously, on the t-shirt and stuff like that. So, but I just had to follow the just directions and be a bit patient and get my iron settings right, and then it went along pretty quickly after that. Okay, so I was only going to make one bag, and I thought maybe two, but I ended up making three. So I obviously enjoyed it. So these are the three bags, and it's time to show them to Emma. Hi, Emma. How are you?
Great. How are you doing, Kristen?
I'm good. I'm reporting back on my progress. So I made three bags.
Wow.
Got carried away. So, yeah. So I was going to show you so I did one small and two of the extra large. Is that right?
Okay.
The bigger ones. Yeah. So first one, I made a boo-boo. I'm going to tell you before I show you. So I know you said an inch either side of the decoration. I only had 3/4 of an inch. So it still turned out good, but yeah, you have to kind of, like, I have to kind of go like that for you to see it all the words in one go. Let me hold it back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, and I love the straps. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you can read it. It says, "My good opinion once lost is lost forever." Do you know what it's from?
No.
Pride and Prejudice. It's
oh, okay. It's been so long since I've seen the movie or read the book.
Yeah, I thought it was funny to get that on a t-shirt when I was in university. I don't know why. But anyway. So yeah. So this is jeans on the bottom. For all of them, I just did the back of the t-shirt on the back.
Okay.
And then it's the same accent fabric there. So it's like, I think it's William Morris, but I don't know what it's called because I never know what it's called. So that's the small one.
I love it. And what are you using it for?
This one, this one I was just saving to show you. I haven't used it yet. The other one I used today. Let me show you that one. Hang on. This is probably my favorite one. It's Oops,
Oh,
that's the big one.
love
So
the color.
this was a like a long sleeve t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this
Oh,
was a fabric sample, you know, like from a sample book.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the inside, I will have to put the name of the fabric on the screen because I don't know it. It's like tags, like travel tag things.
Gotcha. Oh, that's so cute.
And so I think for all of them, I kind of like did like, you know, you were saying you could customize them. So like the first one, I didn't put the button on, and this one, I didn't do the accent fabric because the lining fabric was really cool. Like obviously, if I had a really plain lining fabric, and then it obviously I could have just used that as the accent and then not used so much of it. But anyway, so it's cool that you can change it up. And then the last one's for my husband. And so the change he wanted is he didn't want fabric on the straps because he wanted it to look more manly or something. Yeah. This is a band. Nobody's heard of it but him. But this is a band, a band t-shirt basically. And that's jeans on the bottom as well. And then this again, I don't know the name of this fabric, but it's you might. Oops. It's like that constellation-y looking one. You seen that?
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah. So yeah, I got carried away. Made a lot.
I know, isn't it addictive? You make one and you're like, let me go see what other t-shirts I have.
Totally. And it did what I was hoping it would do. So I feel way more confident sewing with the t-shirts now. So I've never used the stabilizer for a while. Or
now you might want to tackle a quilt, huh?
Yes, I'll have to think about it a bit more because I don't know what I want it to look like, but I'll start with something. I've got so many kids' pajamas that are t-shirt material. So I'll start with
how long did it take you to make the bags?
Let me think. So I did this one in one. So the kids go to sleep at gym time. So this one is one evening, and I think I did the final top stitching in the morning. Like I was like too tired. I was like, if I do it now, it'll be terrible. And then these two I did in one evening together.
Wow.
And finished the last little bits in the morning. So I was like doing one step, one to them both kind of thing.
Right.
So,
I find that once you've done one bag, you kind of get the hang of it and you're like, oh, okay. And the rest you can just kind of whip them out.
And that was my little test one. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to use the one that doesn't have a pattern. Then I can't get it too small. And then this one was perfect. Like that's the size, isn't it? Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So kind of down to actually reading the pattern with which I think I've told you, and anyone who watches this knows I'm no good at doing that. So, so that was my mistake. It's in there. I just didn't read it. So yeah. So I had fun, and I'm definitely like gonna do some sort of t-shirt quilty thing in the future kind of thing too. So thanks for getting me to give it a try, because it's one of those things like you're afraid to work with a different kind of material until you kind of give it a go, you know?
Well, and for me as a quilter, I was afraid to do a bag. I mean, I don't do bags, right? So when I started to think I want to do a tote bag, I messed up a few, my first couple of ones that I did. And then I was like, okay, I got this.
Trial and error. Yeah. Cool. But I did have one question, so I have saved. So obviously when you cut for the front and the back of the bag, you put the stabilizer, and there's a little bit extra, and I've saved those pieces. So I've trimmed them off so that the t-shirt that's stabilized, I've got bits in a little bag. So that'll end up in a quilt or a zipper pouch or something. But what do I do with like the leftover sleeves or the bits at the bottom? Do you have any ideas for using up those?
Well, one thing I've heard of people doing is using like leftover t-shirt fabric for like stuffing dog beds and cat beds and things like that, using it for stuffing. It's really soft. And
I suppose it would be squishy. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Good. Yeah, I'll have to think about who needs a dog bed.
But really there's so much opportunity in the bag to use as much of the t-shirt fabric as you can, with the inside pockets and using that fabric on the straps if you wanted to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I think it was mostly the sleeves I think I was struggling with, but and another thing I've seen with, because they're already circles,
I haven't done it myself, so I'm not sure exactly how it would work, but I think it would be relatively easy to make a scrunchie out of that, maybe. Don't know.
Yes.
Not my
That's
style,
great.
but some people wear them. So anyway,
I've heard they sell well at craft fairs.
oh yeah, no, I think they do. Yeah. So you sell the pattern, and you were gonna set us up with a discount code that I can send folks. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's for a limited
15%.
time. So if you're watching this in the future, well, in the future, it's gone probably. But if you're watching it like the week it comes out, then and you're on my email list, then check that for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. And you've got a course that goes with it. Can you just?
I do. I have an online recorded course that you can find on my website. And then I'm also going to be doing a live course, a live workshop with it on July 23rd this summer. And I'll probably be doing them 2 or 3 times a year virtually. So
Cool.
Just get on my email list and you'll find out about it as
And
I.
what are the extra things like? Because obviously I made the bag fine with the pattern. So what's in the course that you would need that's kind of extra?
So in the course, I'll talk about even more ways that you can personalize it.
Cool.
And it's just a lot of fun to learn from other people and see what they're doing and listen to their questions. And yeah, we'll be working through the pattern and I'll give you ideas for even more ways that you can add trim and stuff like that to it.
Cool.
And
Okay. So just change it all up a bit more. Very cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And sometimes it's just good to have someone as you're going along to ask and things like that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for letting me try it. And yeah, and for conquering my fear of t-shirts.
Oh, I'm so glad that you did it. And I love what you made.
Oh, thank you.
So it was fun chatting with Emma, and I was glad that she liked what I made with her pattern. I just wanted to say about the sizes of the bags. So I made the small one and the extra large. So there is a size in the middle that's more maybe a standard tote bag size, I guess. But I like a big bag. So the one for my husband and for me were the extra large ones. And it really does hold a lot of stuff. So I've been using my one for like a little pack away raincoat and snacks for the kids and a wallet and all that stuff as well. And there's plenty of room for, I think I put a big sort of letter size notebook in there one time. So it's that kind of like of a big sizable bag. So it's quite useful. So I know this isn't like one of my standard tutorials, but I hope it's kind of piqued your interest to try working with t-shirts. And if you are interested, do go and check out Emma's pattern. The link will be in the description. And if you're on my email list, you will get a discount code that's valid this week. So make sure to check that if you're watching this in real time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Emma has agreed to write a blog post for me that's going to explain the best type of interfacing to use for t-shirt quilts. So I imagine it'll be the same one that's in the bag pattern that I used for this, which was great, but she's going to go through and explain why and some of the alternatives and things like that. So it's not on the blog just the day that I'm posting this, but it's going to be soon. So when it is, I'll put the link in the description. So I will be tackling a t-shirt quilt in the not too distant future. I've got too many projects for it to be right now, but but it's probably, I think doing the t-shirt bag has moved the timeline up a bit. So it's no longer this distant, I'll do that one day thing. It's like, I'm going to do that one day. I just haven't picked exactly when. So anyways, if you like videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and let me know what you thought in the comment. Hope to see you next time, and thanks so much for spending time with me. Bye.